Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome back to the 2024 LAXNAI here at the Utica University Nexus Center. I am Steven Stamp, and this is a great tournament. We are very excited to be bringing you all the action here on Blue Squatch Productions. And the first chance in this game driving to the net, but a little 29 on 29 violence, and a great defensive play there. That was Alex Farben Griggs with the strip as Jimmy John Jock Jr. had driven in. Now the Utica Yeti in their green going left to right will have their first possession. That ball is knocked loose though by the Akwesasane A1A's. Is recovered, and here comes David Sakochi. Leaves it there for Tyler Helt. Helt's hard shot turned aside though. Between the pipes, Tristan Thompson for Akwesasane. At the other end, it looks like Shannon Sullivan getting the nod for the Yeti, who have already played a game today. They won their first game of the day 9-2 over the Pittsburgh Kings Green, and Mario Diaz was the tender in that one. Here's a great look, an open chance, and tucking it home for the first goal of the game is Aaron Coleman to make it 1-0 for the Yeti. Just wide open, nobody within an area code of Aaron Coleman. He stares down Tristan Thompson, tucks it in just before he steps into the crease to make it 1-0 for the Yeti. Angus comes away with possession for the A1A's. He tries to get it across to Curry Rice, didn't quite connect. And the Yeti won't come away with it. It's going to be the A1A's, but some heavy pressure. And the Yeti do get it. Ryan Sparacino, he'll hand it off and stay up for the offensive set. Jesse DeMays, the captain of this club, hands it off in the middle. Doesn't connect because there's all kinds of defensive pressure. DeMays will get it back, though, but that pass is going to get away. It is corralled by Sakochi. Chris Ryan flings one underhand. They got lots of time on the reset shot clock. There's a couple of sticks on the floor. One that was broken, you see being picked up there. And the other, the head just came flying off. Got to get a screw in there, hold that head on. And the A1A's into the offensive zone, looking to tie things up. Blaze White cutting through, and he's going to draw a penalty. It's a pretty good big chop from Sebastian Liquipuma. And Liquipuma will go to the box for a minute for slashing. He double checks to make sure. Me? Did I do that? I don't think so. Okay, I'll go. And penalties are 1 minute. We play two 15-minute running time halves with stop time just in the last 2 minutes of the second half. And if it's tied after that, we go to overtime, which we saw in the last game. What a thriller. Ron Cogan, after getting a penalty shot in overtime, which he pinged off the post, a couple minutes later scored the game winner for the Generals LC. A1A's just get their fifth runner out for the power play after play had started. There's a nice shot by Blaze White. Just goes a little bit wide, though. Gets away from Curry Rice, and it comes up to Nolan. Nolan will drop low, go to high. Gets away, almost a chance for a break there. And now Ryan Sparacino will try and get that ball. That's an over and back. Immediately stepping across the line was Dylan Nolan. Handed off here to Ian Weir. Weir looked like he was thinking of taking a rip, but they got 13 left on this penalty. They're going to let that tick away. Oh, now they want it for sure, and we're definitely taking that, but we get a illegal pick. And it's going to go back the other way. A1A's taking their time. They are back to even strength. A hard rip from the outside, taken by John Jacobs. Trey Square takes a big swipe that I think may have knocked that one loose. Ball still on the floor. Oh, great hustle back there from Dehoalakwa Wells. Wells with the pass down the floor. Oh, nice little lever pass. Leads to a pretty good shooting chance, just a little bit wide there. That pass from Quentin Roundpoint. That's going to bounce all the way back, but it was touched, so it's no over and back. It will be a fresh 30 for the A1A's. Nolan, the 30 expires. I guess they did not reset the 30. Okay, so they did keep possession, but yeah, good call. No reset. So they just ran out of time on the 30, and the Yeti started to come forward with possession. It's turned over. Here comes Lyons, Carter Lyons. He'll head to the far boards, wait for somebody to come and join him. A slow change for the A1A's, so they're going to set things up. Here's Angus. He hands it off. Hard rip by Wells. That one's off target. It's going to be an over and back. Nolan will stop it and just put it down. It'll be scooped up there by Chris McDonald. The Yeti looking to clinch their group. It would be quite a start to the tournament for them if they can get their second win in a matter of a couple of hours. And right now, a 1-0 lead, but tons of time, of course, 23 minutes. And now they go up 2-0 on that absolute blast by Tyler Helt from the outside. And the Yeti are coming in hot. You see, that's from, we've seen a few guys ripping with 1 foot out on the restraining line. It is a pretty tight restraining line here. He had both feet outside the restraining line, barely gets inside it, and that is a rocket to the top corner, 2-0. Yeti looking for possession once again, but I think Round Point's going to pin him down, and John Jacobs comes away with it, flicks it out, and they go on the run. Delormier had to take a step around the defender, and now the Yeti do get it. Oh, that outlet pass might have been a little bit much. That's, bouncing around between the wickets of Shannon Sullivan, and just about got in. Kendrick Angus will pick it up at this end. And the A1A's will make their way back into the offensive zone. Nolan, little bouncer. The Sullivan turns around. It turns aside, goes right back to Nolan. It's a reset and no over and back, of course. Here come the Yeti into the offensive zone, all alone. Absolutely naked on the crease was Al Snow. I'm not sure what happened to the A1A's D on that one, but Al Snow, the snowman, with a beautiful little finish. Boy, he's got nothing but time. This is, everybody just comes up to take the ball carrier. Nobody's looking at the guy behind, and Al Snow. And you see Tristan Thompson still running back after having gone to play that ball in the corner. And Al Snow just stays out of the crease. That's time for a quick snack, then tucks it home. Nothing Yeti. We're past the midway point of this first half. First of 2 15-minute running time halves. AJ Gibbons, he gets a shot off. I thought he was actually passing it. Now racing up into the offensive zone, it's Jimmy John Jock Jr. He's heading off to the bench, but he peels back in. He's open in front. Drive to the net and a shot instead. I think the pass might have been the play there. Here come the Yeti again. Another open look, another goal. This one's Tyler Helt again. My goodness, the Yeti are hitting on all cylinders. And you wonder sometimes the second game of the day for a team, is it an advantage or a disadvantage? I don't think there's much question right now. It's an advantage for the Yeti as they are firing. Great job to get across the top of the crease here by Helt. And you can see that he just drags Thompson over with him and then goes back against the grain, tucks it just inside the post.
The Utica goal is second game scored by number 87, Tyler Helt. With the assist, number
And grabbed by Sullivan, and the Yeti will go back forward. Another chances they move up. Niles Miller steps over center. Faked the little handoff, now goes down low and faked out his teammate Chris Ryan, who had no idea that pass was coming. And Van Every can't quite accept that pass. Kieran Van Every gets away from him, and then it kind of gets pitchforked out of play. Curry Rice trying to scoop it up. He's pointing to say it's off of them, but no, it was straight off his stick. He knows it. Up to the top to Sakochi. That one's coming out of play. Up into the stands. Ricochets around a little bit. So the one official flings the ball the length of the floor to the other, and off we go. A1A's trying to get back into this one. John Jock Jr. Oh, down to Wells. Nice save, Shannon Sullivan. Great opportunity there for Dehawa Lakwa Wells, but just turned aside. Wells or Curry Rice with a little forecheck pressure, but it was a play was blown down. The ball had gotten out of play, so we had to back up and let the free start to play happen. Here's Gibbons, hands it off. And got away from Helt. These are there for Gibbons, who will let one fly. No problem there. For Thompson, we're going to have a push in the back on the A1A's, and that will lead to another possession for the Yeti. But yeah, you wonder, is the team playing their second game going to be tired? But they're short games, 30 minutes of running time. So obviously the benefit going to the Yeti so far. Get another one from the outside. A little skipper there from Ian Weir. And it is 5-0 Yeti. It's a really nice pass all the way across the zone as Sakochi just flings this one. You can really see the traffic. He's going to fit this one through. Weir actually drops down to one knee to accept that pass. And gets back up, loads up on that front foot and blasts it home. 5-0 for the Yeti as we near the end of the first half. And the Yeti get possession once again. A1A's into the offensive zone. Again, the change in the offensive set, a little slow developing, down to 12 seconds on the shot clock as Curry Rice, it's a pretty nice shot off that again ricochets around between the legs of Shannon Sullivan, but stays out, hit both feet there. Sullivan pops up, back up to their feet. Sakochi fighting off a couple of checks, but now the ball pops loose under some pressure from Carl Van Every. Van Every, the mastermind behind this A1A's club. Pretty sweet shorts, gotta say. Both teams with the very active patterning on the bottom of the shorts. Approaching the final minute. A1A is trying to just get something going here. 5-0 they trail. They get it to Curry Rice. A lot of traffic in the middle. That one just bounces away from Wells. Wells trying to track it down. And it'll be Yeti possession. 45 to go. Not sure if they're going to go for a 2-for-1 or just take their time. They're just going to run on the 3-on-1 and have a shot. Oh, what a chance for Helt. And it was just behind him. He was thinking shot before he got the pass. But they get it back. 30 seconds. And they get a fresh 30 as it was a possession by the A1A's. You got some time. Alex Farben Griggs opted to go to the net instead with no backup help. He's going to turn the ball over on that unsuccessful shot, giving the A1A's one final chance. Not going to pull the goalies. They're down to the final 8 seconds. Dylan Nolan blasts at Shannon Sullivan. Not even sure Sullivan saw that one coming. It goes right off the shoulder. Perfect positioning. And we're going to hit the midway point of this game with a 5-0 lead for the Utica Yeti. I'm Steven Stamp. This is the LAXNAI 2024 on Blue Squatch Productions. We'll see you in 2 minutes. Welcome back, lacrosse friends. Had my wrong headset on for a moment there. Had the noise cancelers on. But, just getting a lovely little offer from Anne-Marie. And if we need anything, they're taking care of us here at the Utica University Nexus Center for the 2024 LAXNAI. I'm actually just kind of coming over a bit of a. We were here 3 weeks ago for the World Lacrosse Box Championships. On the way home, we were in a bit of a bang up on the highway. Somebody smashed into us, rammed us into the barriers. It was a pretty big mess. My car is no longer a car. It is now a little box of metal. And I've had a tough couple of weeks, so it's good to be back. But I'm wearing the noise canceling headphones whenever I'm not on the headphones for the tournament. So I may do that again a couple times. If you hear me just speaking far in the distance, it's because I got the wrong headset on. But Blue Squatch will let me know. Get things rolling, and we are rolling here with the second half. It's 5-0 Utica Yeti looking to clinch first place in Group D, which would set them up for a play-in game as they are in a silver group. And that would, play the winner. If they can win this, they'll play the winner of Group E. And that will be a play-in game to get into the quarterfinals. Get a shot at the championship. And there are some good teams. There are some very good teams. I was saying earlier, no really heavy favorites. I take that back because I was just looking at the Rochester Bats lineup, and I am going to anoint them favorites. But there's a shot for the Yeti from Health, looking for the hat trick. Long outlet pass. So here's Terrence. Can he get them on the board? Oh, he misses the net completely. Almost gets the loose ball, though. Good battle from Peter Leota. And the Yeti will come away with it. They are ready to play today. A lot of times teams come in the first day and not necessarily on top of the game sharp. The Yeti have clearly been preparing for this because they are ready to roll. They're the home team. This is their barn. This is where they play. This rink is where they play their North American Box Lacrosse League games. There's a shot by Chris Ryan. That one's a little off target. And that is a long pass that's going to get all the way there. I thought it was actually aimed for the player at mid-floor. It's heading all the way up, and here's Trey Square. Off the post, bottom of the post. Great chance for Trey Square, and he just misses it. And now the A1A's have got to be feeling a little bit snake bit. They are getting some chances. Penalty coming to the Yeti when they come up with this one. It's going to be an illegal substitute. Oh, it's a slashing call. And the A1A's will have a chance on the power play to finally get their first goal of the game. Jeremy Leary heading to the box for the Yeti. But it is raucous in here when the Yeti are playing during their NABL season. They get things rolling. They get crowds in. It is a lot of fun. It's loud. Not sure I love it being loud that much, especially right now, but it is fun. They have a great time, and you should get down here for that if you can. And here is Kendrick Angus. Thought he might take a shot pass, gets it back hard, rips, Sullivan scores. Thought Sullivan had it. Kendrick Angus fakes that one through, and the A1A's are on the board. You'll see that Sullivan gets quite a bit of this. Sullivan, the goaltender, Angus, thought he was going to shoot, throws it down into the corner, gets it back immediately from Blaze White, and you can see Sullivan got a bunch, but spins around to see that it wasn't enough. Nice shot, Kendrick Angus. See if the A1A's can keep that momentum going. They've got 11 and a half minutes. They've got time if they can battle back. Almost a pickoff. There's a hard rip from Delormier. That one stopped. Stepping out of the crease there is Aaron Coleman. Scored that beautiful goal earlier in the game. Oh, nice pass to find the man behind the play. And that one, though, turned aside by Troy Benedict, who's come in for the second half of the A1A's. Oh, what a blast, though, Al Snow. Rears back and rips it past Troy Benedict. Saw Troy before the game wearing his Founders Cup jersey from what had been back in 2019 up in Akwesasane when they were hosting. That is just nothing but high heat from Al Snow. Oh, yeah. Hip high, blasted in. 6-1. And we're going to have a penalty. After Jimmy John Jock Jr. was knocked down, we'll have an illegal cross check to the Yeti. Yeah, that Bats game against Basin Bombers are actually a very good looking club as well. But I mean, the Bats, goaltenders Will Johnston and Cole Gervais. And what a lineup. This is who they have listed. Ben McDonald, Luke Pilchard, Luke Keenan, Andrew Vradenberg, Greg Harnett, Nick Ellerson, Bryce Holmey, Jeff Geddes. That's just the top third of the roster. It gets even better. So I'm telling you, it is a good club. If they're all here, who knows? You never know until they actually get out on the floor. Here's a chance for Curry Rice, but he just misses. It is scooped up along the near boards, though. Nolan, Rockets one. That rebound pops straight up to Coleman. Couldn't have been a better bounce for him, but that's almost picked off. Thought Jimmy John Jock Jr. was going to get that one. Another chance. Good decision not to shoot there. Sakochi, he was thinking about letting it rip, but they're shorthanded, up by a bunch, and he's on his offside at a bad angle. I think it's a good call to just keep killing that penalty. He almost had a chance for a shot. The ball came out of his stick, was down by his feet. If that was in his stick, he was about to rip it from sitting on his backside. That would have been a beauty. They'll get it up here. Jock Jr. Is that not in? No? Okay. That's in. This will show up for sure. Did they call it a goal? Yeah, they're facing off. That's in. I mean, clearly in. But we never saw a goal indicated unless the referee down in the corner behind this one monitor in the corner. I don't think they ever called it a goal. It's a goal. And the face-off, what a blast there. And it's 6-2, still 8 minutes to go. Don't count the A1A's out. Maybe now a little bit of fatigue as they get late into their second game of the day, second game in a couple hours. Comes into play for the Yeti. Field bucket hand switcher passes it off to the far side. Chris Ryan steps out, flicks it to the near side. Al Snow just beans Troy Benedict off the forehead. Here's Helt. Thinks about going to Ryan. Goes to Gibbons instead. Gets away from him. He'll grab it one hand. Leaves it in the corner, though. Watched closely by Rondo Thompson. Helt out to Snow. That one's blocked. Good job by the Yeti getting a forward off. They've already got Alex Farben-Griggs was back in the defensive zone before that shot clock ended, before the Yeti even took that shot. They're clearly being very responsible here. With this lead late in the game, they know they can clinch this Group D with a win, and they do not want to let the A1A's. Oh, you better get going, though. Nice job. Farben-Griggs runs out of trouble over to Snow. Al Snow drives his shoulder in, drives himself some space, and pumps it home, but he'd stepped in the crease. In the A1A's possession. Nice heads up. You can see the growth of the lacrosse IQs. It was Jesse DeMays, the captain, with the forecheck pressure. You could see he wanted to go and check, but he realized play had been blown down. It's a possession call. Great save on the reverse whip, but he just said, "Yeah, I can't pressure." So now one of the Yeti has been debucketed. I thought he was just going to pick it up as Peter Leota. I thought he was just going to go to the bench. No, he decided to get a few words into the ref first. I think you really got to get the bucket back on, because you're kind of taking part in the play with every. Oh, around the world. What a shot taken by Jeremy Leary. Got to grab that one. That was fantastic. Holy cow. Didn't score, but that was still beautiful by Jeremy Leary. That's in. It's another goal. 6-3. It's 3 goals now for the A1A's. And Akwesasane is creeping back into this one. We saw some high heat earlier. This is low heat. And Shannon Sullivan, I think, thought they had the net pretty well covered. Just leaving the feet wide open with the hands up on the. That's a very strange play by the goaltender. I'm not sure exactly what Shannon was thinking. It was not what they should have been thinking. I'll tell you that, because that's a pretty easy goal to rip one down low. And it's a 3-goal game. And you can see Akwesasane, they're feeling it. They got some mo. John Chalk Jr. rips it. That's a save right in the chest pad. You really want to take advantage of that one. John Chalk Jr. wants it back. They get it there. Nice pass across from Delormier. And the goal. This time it's Jacobs. John Jacobs snags that ball out of the air. Check this one out. There were just so many people reaching up for it. Shannon Sullivan had no idea who had that ball. You can see the crowd. Jacobs is coming. He's coming, the one running in, and grabs it. Maybe the least likely person to come up with possession there had it, and Sullivan just did not have a clue. There was so much activity going on. Yeti come away with possession. Jesse DeMays is going to slow it down a bit. Boy, the Yeti need to really take their time, but pay attention. They've been doing a good job getting their D out, but the ball just pops away again. They're having, penalty coming. It's going to be to the A1A's, and that's a bit of a backbreaker. DeMays hangs on to it, fights through a check. 3 on the shot clock, steps on the crease line. Just the toes tickling the line. He says, that's on me. And we'll see what the play was. I think it's called here. Oh, okay, yeah. It was off ball. Yeah, okay. I didn't see Ty Terrence absolutely flattening one of the Yeti with an illegal cross check. I was watching the ball and saw it just pop out. I was like, he just lost control of it. But no, yeah, that's a penalty. So again, 1 minute for the minor penalty as we have short games running time. 3 for majors. DeMays over. And the Yeti are in a funny position where they're on the power play, up, but they're up by 2 goals with 3 minutes left. They don't want to rush. You can see they're really taking their time. Now that shot from the outside by Chris Ryan, that's well off the mark, and it will stay in play. Bit of a break as Al Snow grabs it. They're down to 5 to shoot. Nice behind the back flick. Little underhand shot, but the A1A's will take possession. Grabbed there by Rondo Thompson. Tries to get it ahead. Couldn't quite catch up with Delormier, but he does get the ball. Now, they're in the position of, do they keep killing time? No, they go for the net. Delormier, great diving attempt, but just misses on the far side. 12 left on the shot clock as the ball's still loose. Oh, it comes out to Delormier. They're saying Delormier through the crease and then first to play the ball, to pick up the ball and possess it. So that's now, Delormier wasn't actually the first to try to play the ball and didn't receive a pass. So that might be, I'm curious, is that actually the right call? That's a tough one. I mean, definitely the first to possess the ball, but one of the other A1A's did try to play it. I'm going to have to talk to my referee friends because that's a bit of a conundrum. Anyway, we got 2:12 to go here in the second of 2 running time halves. Except for the last 2 minutes, we're going to hit stop time soon, which could play to the favor of Akwesasane if they're able to get a goal, as the clock would stop now until the next face-off. Chris Ryan really taking his time, tries to feed it through to Al Snow, doesn't connect. It's going to be grabbed there by Wade Adams. Actually gets away from Adams, and they'll just let the 30 expire. And now the A1A's will set things up. Rondo Thompson up over center, hands it off. Being pretty methodical. Here's Blaze White. Oh, the pass doesn't quite connect. They had him. Quentin Roundpoint was open down there. He gets the ball now. Low pass. Really handcuffed Jimmy John Jock Jr., who is clearly a strong contender for the all-name team. I just like saying it, Jimmy John Jock Jr. That is fun. 1:15 to go. And forecheck pressure, the Yeti do get it across. Nice job by Farbin Griggs. Ball pops loose. They do corral it. Coming up to the final minute. 15 on the shot clock for the Yeti. You can just see that they feel the pressure of the A1A's trying to come back. Shot stopped by Troy Benedict. Comes back to him, bouncing off a Yeti player. They're going long. Nolan, nice grab. Who's he got with him? Nobody. Just slow things down. They got to get some help. Jacobs doesn't get that pass from Delormier, who flicks it over to Nolan. He's going to run around the top. Bouncer. That hit somebody out front. Grabbed by Sullivan. 30 seconds to go. The Yeti can kill the rest of this. Do not make that pass. Okay, now you got to move the ball. Aaron Coleman will just fling it down the floor, heads it out into the stands. You can see he was thinking about the outlet pass early. You can't make that one down the floor. But when he did eventually make a pass, it gets up out of play. Goalie is pulled. Extra attacker, Jacobs doesn't get it. Almost got it. Now it goes over to Aaron Coleman, who's just going to hang on to this ball. He's withholding. Trapped it against the boards, but there's only 3 seconds left. Not so bad. That one, you can just fling down the floor. Hard rip from the outside. Time will expire. Quite a game, quite a comeback for the Akwesasane A1A's, but a 6-4 win for the Utica Yeti. They will clinch Group D in the silver pool, and they are going to have themselves a playing game to try and get into the championship round. I'm Steven Stamp. It has been a really fun game, and we have lots more coming. Next up is the Res Runners versus the Seneca Marksmen with David Twan Bowie.